بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا رسول الله تعالى وبعد. Hadith number 27. عن عبد الرحمن بن الحارث أن عائشة رضي الله عنها وأم سلمة رضي الله عنها أخبرتاه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يدركه الفجر وهو جنب من أهله ثم يغتسل ويصوم. This hadith has been recorded by Imam Al-Bukhari in his Sahih as well as Imam Muslim, so it's a muttafaqun alayh. This hadith tells us about something. The chapter heading which the Messenger which Imam Al-Bukhari has, Babun as-sa'imu yusbihu junuban. A fasting person can be in a state of major ritual impurity, which is called janaba. Janaba is the state of major ritual impurity. So after a person has intimate relations with his or her spouse, they come into a state of janaba. The state of janaba is called the state of major ritual impurity. A junub is a person who is in that state of janaba, when a person needs to have a obligatory fard bath. So this hadith is saying that the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the two wives, Aisha radiallahu anha and Salama radiallahu anha, both of them, they relate that the Messenger, and they can only relate because it's a personal matter of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that's why Allah gave the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam such wives that they were able to relate his personal affairs at home and teach us and relate them to us so we learn. They relate that the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam would enter the Fajr time, which means that suhoor time has ended and he has entered the time of Fajr. No time to eat and drink now. Whilst he would still be in a state of janaba, whilst he would be in a state of major ritual impurity due to min ahlihi, due to having relations with his wife. Then he would yaghtasil, then he would make the ghusl, take the bath, and he would carry on fasting. So this hadith is telling us that, look, being in a state of janaba does not go against fasting. Because a man is able to have sexual relations with his wife until the suhoor time ends, until the last minute. Until the last minute. Now, if somebody has sexual relations with his or his wife, or with the husband, with one spouse, when there's just 2 minutes left and ended the act 2 minutes prior to time ending, you can't take ghusl in 2 minutes, which means as a natural consequence and result that he will start and commence, or she will commence the fast whilst in a state of janaba. And this does not go against fasting. Fasting is perfectly valid, perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong. It's not even makruh or anything like that. And this is what the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam did on this particular occasion. So this hadith is teaching us this particular issue, inshaAllah ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله والحمد لله.